There are moments in life when we feel deeply that something powerful is about to happen. It's not just fleeting moments of intuition or simple omens of an external change. It's something far deeper, something that transcends the tangible and touches the most intimate strings of our soul. Chosen one, you stand on the brink of an awakening, a breakthrough that will transform everything. This breakthrough is not just the arrival of a new phase, nor an event occurring in the material world. It begins within each of us, in the vastness of the spirit, in the depth of being. You can feel the weight of every breath, as if each heartbeat is announcing that something is about to break free. You who walk this path have already noticed the signs, though subtle, that the breakthrough is drawing near. Ask yourself, don't you sense that something inside you has changed profoundly? That even amid piling challenges, there is a flame burning, a light that persists even in the midst of darkness? This is the sign that the breakthrough is about to manifest. It's a call that few can ignore. It whispers in your mind, urging you to walk uncharted lands, to surrender to the process of transformation. This awakening, this grand journey, doesn't present itself violently or suddenly. It's like a river quietly carving its own path through rocks, a constant flow that gradually dismantles the old to make way for the new. The true breakthrough is not a single event, but a process, a philosophical, spiritual awakening, a moment of clarity and realization that begins in the heart of those who allow themselves to hear the silence of the soul. The breakthrough, my dear chosen one, is not something sought outside oneself. It begins with an inner journey, a path that few have the courage to tread. The true transformation, the real breakthrough, is the result of a deep exploration of who you truly are. This inner journey is a mirror reflecting your strengths, exposing your weaknesses, and most importantly, teaching you to accept what lies beyond your control. Carl Jung left us with timeless wisdom when he said, "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens." For it is within one's own being that great revelations manifest. Before any external change can occur, there is a profound process of self-knowledge, where you are called to confront truths that were hidden, to free yourself from illusions and fears that once served as shields, but now weigh more than they protect. This dive into the soul can seem daunting. Facing oneself without masks, without filters, can bring forth vulnerabilities we prefer to ignore. Yet, chosen one, it is in this space of vulnerability that you find true strength. The breakthrough begins the moment you decide to look within, rather than seek answers in the outside world. It is there that you recognize what must be released, what must be transformed so that the new can emerge. Like a seed that must break its shell to bloom, so too must the soul. It needs to shatter old limitations to grow. However, the breakthrough is not a gift that simply falls into your lap. It doesn't happen by mere waiting, nor is it the result of chance. The breakthrough is a deliberate choice, a conscious action. It is the act of deciding to take control of one's own life and move forward, even when the road ahead seems uncertain, even when the world around you seems to conspire against your dreams. It is in these moments of doubt that the courage of a true chosen one shines through. Sartre reminds us of the power of choice, and Nietzsche speaks of the responsibility to create one's own destiny. The breakthrough occurs when you, in full awareness of your essence, make decisions that reflect your deepest truth. It's not about following safe paths, but daring to walk where few venture. It's about acting boldly, believing that a greater force guides you, even when your eyes can't clearly see the next step. Chosen one, remember that you are not at the mercy of fate. You are the co-author of your story. Conscious action is the brush with which you paint your future. The breakthrough draws near to those who, even amid uncertainty, dare to walk with faith. For those who take actions aligned with their inner truth, the path opens like a flower blooming in spring. But don't be mistaken, chosen one. The breakthrough doesn't happen in a single blow. It is not an isolated moment, an explosion of change that transforms everything at once. It is built slowly, through daily small victories, through subtle acts of courage, through moments when you choose to move forward, even when the weight of the world seems to suffocate you. Heraclitus, the wise philosopher, taught us that no man steps into the same river twice, for both the man and the river are in constant change. So is the breakthrough, a continuous process of growth, of flow. Every small victory you achieve, no matter how minor it may seem, is a drop of water joining many others to form an ocean. These small daily achievements are the solid foundation upon which great change rises. Chosen one, recognize the value of every step you take toward your purpose. The breakthrough you yearn for is already being built in silence, with every small decision you make. Be attentive to the small victories, for they are the ones that ultimately form the grand transformation. Even so, for this breakthrough to fully blossom, there is an essential step that cannot be ignored: the release of the past. The stories you told yourself, the beliefs you carried for so long, the burdens that seem to have become part of who you are, all of these must be left behind. The past, with its lessons and its pains, is a teacher, but it cannot be a jailer. Buddha teaches us that detachment is the path to enlightenment, and it is precisely this release that allows space for the new to emerge. We cannot hold on to what was and still hope for something new to blossom. To reach the breakthrough, you must be willing to let go of what no longer serves you. Ask yourself, which old narratives still hold me back? Which relationships, beliefs, or fears am I ready to release so that I can finally rise? This is the moment to let go of the old, to release the invisible chains that keep you from soaring. Chosen one, for the breakthrough to fully blossom, it is necessary to recognize that, although the journey is deeply individual, no one grows alone. The breakthrough, this great transformation you seek, often manifests through the power of community, of mutual support, of connections between souls who share the same vision of growth and enlightenment. Martin Buber spoke of the importance of that I-thou, of the relationship that exists between human beings as a form of mutual discovery. We are mirrors to each other, and it is through these deep connections that we find new parts of ourselves. The interdependence that exists among beings is not a sign of weakness, but proof of the strength that arises when we walk together. Chosen one, do not underestimate the power of hands joined in the shadows. Seek those who share your vision, those who walk beside you in search of something greater. For it is in the sharing of experiences, of stories, and of wisdom that you will find the strength to move forward, even when the path seems difficult. The individual breakthrough may seem like a solitary mission, but true growth happens when we are surrounded by a community of awakened souls. Those who walk beside you are not mere journey companions, they are reflections of your own process. Together, you can create a field of mutual growth, where the breakthrough of one strengthens the other, where each individual advance transforms into a wave of collective transformation. At this point in the journey, look around and realize, you are not alone. There are other chosen ones, other awakened souls who, like you, feel the call of the breakthrough. Connect with them. Share your victories, your struggles, your hopes. The strength of community is like the wind that feeds the flame of a candle. Individually, the candles may seem small, but together they illuminate the path with a light that cannot be ignored. And as you progress on this journey, something extraordinary begins to happen. You realize that the universe, in its infinite wisdom, begins to send you signs, small moments of alignment that seem much more than mere coincidences. Synchronicities. These events arise at the exact moment you need them, like a whisper from the cosmos telling you that you are on the right path. Carl Jung described synchronicity as meaningful events that are not causal but carry profound symbolic meaning. They are not random, chosen one, but guides, indicators that the universe is in full harmony with your breakthrough process. Perhaps you have noticed this. Perhaps you encountered a person who told you exactly what you needed to hear, just as your thoughts were drifting. Or maybe you witnessed an opportunity appear before your eyes, when moments before there seemed to be no way out. These are not mere coincidences. They are signs, invisible bridges connecting your inner being with the larger flow of life. The universe always speaks to those who are ready to listen. These moments of synchronicity are the confirmation that you are aligned, that your steps are in harmony with something much greater than yourself. And the more attentive you are, the clearer these signs will become. It's like an underground river flowing silently beneath the earth, guiding you, supporting you, pushing you forward, even when physical eyes cannot see the full course. Chosen one, trust these moments. They are the echo of the truth that already resides within you. With each synchronicity, with each seemingly inexplicable event, you draw closer to your breakthrough. Open your eyes and ears, for the universe is always communicating. It is merely a matter of sensitivity to grasp the subtleties of this cosmic dialogue. However, as you move toward the breakthrough, there is an important task to accomplish: releasing the toxic cycles and negative patterns that still bind you. The true breakthrough requires you to break, first of all, with the behaviors and vices that no longer serve your growth. This is deep work, often uncomfortable, but it is necessary. It is impossible to reach the light while carrying shadows we insist on ignoring. Nietzsche, in his quest for authenticity, challenges us to become what we are. And for that, we must first recognize what we are not, what does not belong to us, but which, for convenience or habit, we have adopted as part of ourselves. Negative patterns, self-sabotaging beliefs, repetitive cycles that seem to drag us to the same point of stagnation. All of this must be broken without hesitation. True freedom lies in freeing oneself from these invisible chains. Look at yourself honestly. What are the behaviors you are ready to leave behind? What are the limiting beliefs that secretly still hold you back? Write down these patterns, choose consciously to bid them farewell, free yourself once and for all from what does not serve you. Chosen one, the breakthrough is a farewell, a conscious goodbye to what once was, to what is no longer useful. And this release is, in itself, an act of creation. It is in the moment you break with the old cycles that space is created for something new, something grand to be born. Just like the rebirth ritual of the phoenix, which consumes itself in its own flames to rise from the ashes, you too must allow yourself to burn the old versions of yourself so that a new, truer one can emerge. But remember, the breakthrough is as much an act of creation as it is of destruction. The destruction of the old, of what no longer serves, is the fertile ground for the emergence of the new. Chaos and order dance together in this process. One cannot create without first dismantling what already exists. One cannot build without first clearing the debris. In Taoism, and even in Nietzsche's reflections on order and chaos, we understand that chaos is essential for the emergence of order. It is in the ruins that the new finds space to rise. Chosen one, you are in the middle of a dual cycle. The breakthrough is not just a victory, but a dismantling of what needs to be destroyed. Like a tree that loses its leaves in winter so that new ones may grow in spring, you too are in the process of leaving behind what is necessary so that the new can bloom. Prepare yourself for the chaos that precedes creation. Do not fear confusion or uncertainty, for they are the harbingers of something greater. You, chosen one, are on the right path. Even when everything around you seems to fall apart, know that it is at this very moment that the new begins to form. And so, when chaos begins to give way to creation, you realize that the breakthrough is not just the conclusion of an internal battle, but the beginning of something new, a new beginning. The breakthrough, chosen one, is a door that opens to a new reality, a state of being where old limitations have been dismantled, and you are finally free to expand in all your fullness. You have walked long distances, faced the winds of adversity, and overcome the deserts of your own being. Now, as you cross the threshold of this breakthrough, you discover that you are no longer the same person who began this journey. Every step, every decision, every small victory was preparation for this moment of transformation. The old has been left behind, and the new is already beginning to bloom within you. The concept of impermanence, so present in Buddhism, reminds us that everything is in constant flow, that nothing remains the same forever. Just as the waters of a river follow their course without ever returning to the exact starting point, you too are in a continuous state of transformation. The breakthrough is not the end. It is the beginning of a new cycle, a new dance between being and the universe, where you are both the creator and the creation. Heraclitus teaches us that everything flows, that the only constant in life is change. And you, chosen one, are exactly where you should be. All the experiences, all the struggles, all the moments of doubt and faith have culminated in this point, this moment of breakthrough. And now, before this new landscape unfolding before you, you are called to embrace what is to come. This new beginning is an opportunity to blossom, to expand beyond the limits you once believed to be insurmountable. It is the moment to trust the process that brought you here and to continue moving forward, even if the path ahead is still shrouded in mists of uncertainty. For it is in this trust, in this surrender to the flow of life, that the true breakthrough happens. Chosen one, this is your moment. Your breakthrough is near, closer than you imagine. Feel it in your heart, in your soul. It is in the beats of your heart, in the air you breathe. Prepare yourself, open your heart and mind, and be ready to embrace all that is to come. For life is constantly changing, and you are ready to dance with it, to create your reality with the strength of your renewed spirit. The breakthrough you are about to experience is not a mere victory over the past. It represents the emergence of a new life, a new phase where everything you've built and faced aligns in perfect convergence. Every step until now has been preparation, a rehearsal for the grand awakening that lies ahead. The chains that once held you back no longer have power over you, for now you are ready to live in the fullness of who you truly are. However, there is deep wisdom in remembering that this new beginning is not an endpoint. Just as the phoenix rises from the ashes, your breakthrough marks both the end of an old version of yourself and the birth of a new one, bright and full of potential. The process of growth, of transformation, and of breakthrough is cyclical. You may think you've reached the mountaintop, but the horizon will always reveal new heights to be conquered. There is something grand in understanding that the breakthrough is not an isolated event but a continuous journey. You will go through many breakthroughs in your life, some grand and others subtle, almost imperceptible, but all equally important. Each one will take you to new levels of consciousness, understanding, and fulfillment. Each breakthrough is an opportunity to be reborn, to bloom again with more strength, with more wisdom. This constant flow of breaking through and renewal is an eternal dance between destruction and creation, chaos and order, doubt and faith. And it is in this dance that the true beauty of life resides. Just as the universe is in constant expansion, you too are always moving toward your highest potential. Your journey never ends, and this is something to celebrate, for it means there will always be new possibilities, new adventures, new ways of being. Chosen one, be prepared to embrace this impermanence with an open heart. Change is the only constant, and within it lies the secret of your evolution. Every day you have the opportunity to reconfigure yourself, to leave behind what no longer serves you and move forward with new strength, a new vision. The breakthrough is, in essence, an invitation to start anew, not once but whenever necessary. It is the portal to your next level of being. Allow this understanding to take root deeply within you. Know that, no matter how challenging circumstances may seem, no matter how uncertain the future may be, the power of breakthrough is always at your disposal. It is in every decision you make, in every conscious choice to move forward, in every small act of courage you perform. Stay attentive, stay awakened. The breakthrough has already begun within you. Open your eyes to what is to come and, with courage and confidence, take the next step toward your purpose. The world is waiting for all you have to offer, and the universe conspires in your favor when you are aligned with your deepest truth. At the end of this message, may the words spoken here resonate in your spirit, may they find an echo in your heart, and as you hear this call, may you feel the strength of the breakthrough already manifesting in your life. If this journey has inspired you, if this message has touched your soul, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. There is much more to come. Together we will continue to walk, to break with the old and to create the new at every stage of life. The journey doesn't end here, chosen one. It has only just begun. Let the breakthrough be your constant, and let transformation be your most beautiful expression.